everyone, today in this video I'm going to be checking out the Roborock Flexi Lite. I did receive this wet dry vac directly from Roborock, but I want you to know that any opinion expressed in this video is strictly my own. That being said, if you're interested in this product or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. Here's a look at the retail box and packaging. Look at how nice everything's organized for us so we can quickly understand and learn more about what the Flexi Lite has to offer. They even show us on this side of the box what's inside. Speaking of which, let's go ahead, let's open it up and see what's inside. Here are some of the included contents. We have a lot of goodies to go over. So first up, you'll notice we have our product literature with our quick start guide, very detailed and thorough, walking us through instructions and everything we need to know to get everything quickly set up. Next, we have our user guide and manual right here, walking us through everything in more detail and in-depth. All the menu settings, controls, basic parameters, power specs, things like that. And then that information repeats again in multiple languages. Moving right along, we have product breakout literature here, showing us each individual part and component, everything clearly labeled for us. Pretty cool. Next, you'll see we have an extra filter here that's washable, followed by our base station here. Take a look at this. Charging contacts. This thing's thick, so definitely a thick base station here. Roborock logo and branding looks sweet on it. Here's a look at the bottom of the base, upside down. Got some additional product info right there, and this is where you're going to plug in the power cord. Speaking of which, you'll see the power cord right here, the Roborock cable tie in the nice gray finish. Moving right along, we have our handle that we have to install in the unit. Take a look at that. We have our display and buttons right there. Nice grip. Multiple colors on it. Next, you'll see we have our multi-purpose cleaning tool with a brush on this end and a detangler on that end, also with Roborock's branding. And last but not least, we have the main portion of our wet dry vac here. Roborock logo and branding front and center. We can go ahead and open that up to reveal our clean water tank. Look at that cool design. And we can open up that lid to fill it up. We have our max indicator right there on it. Some additional maintenance tips and tricks right here to prevent corrosion or damage. Take a look at it with it removed. And then it just snaps right back in. Here's a side profile for you. Take a look at one of the wheels. Here's the other side profile for you with the other wheel. And we actually have a little release right here to remove the brush roller. We'll look at that in a second. Here's a look at the back of the unit. We have a button to press up top to release our dirty water tank. We have our max indicator right there for us, letting us know when it's full. Here's that washable filter already installed. They did give us an extra one that we already looked at. And that goes right there. Take a look at it from all different sides and angles. Pretty neat. And then if we remove this filter, I'll show you that we have this little handle here that pulls up, and then we can pop out our filtering mechanism here to wash and clean the dirty water tank as needed. So pretty cool design there. I really like how all that comes together. Here's a look inside the machine with the dirty water tank removed. Now we're back at the front so we can look at the main brush roller here, but I also wanted to showcase that lay flat design. Unbelievable there. What a really cool piece of tech for this wet dry vac. Designed by Roborock. We can remove that cover right there. Show you it from all different sides and angles. It's got a groove texture to it. Almost got that carbon fiber vibe to it. Pretty sweet finish with the FlatReach branding on there. And then we looked at the release on the side earlier, but we can press that and we can pop out the included brush roller to clean. If we want to do a deep clean or replace, we can do that right there, right on the side. And take a look in here with it removed, everything that we're working with. And lastly, we're looking at the bottom here. So there's the roller brush. We have a little lip here and seal. 2 additional wheels and some additional product info, a warning label down at the bottom. I didn't mention this earlier, but when we're looking at the back with the dirty water tank, further up, you may have noticed right here, we do have a control button here for what appears to be the speaker for voice prompts or notifications. And then further up, if I had to guess, we're going to slot in the main handle right here. And if we wanted to remove it, I believe we're just going to press in there to release it so we could pull the handle back out. Setup simple and straightforward. We just have the handle to install right here. So it's only going to fit one way up at the top. So when we're looking at the top, you're going to line it up just like so and then drop it right into place. So let me try to show you that. Again, only is going to fit one way. So line it up, press it in, and then you'll hear it snap. There we go. We now have the handle installed, and everything is now one piece. Let's go ahead, let's charge it up and try it out.
Max mode. Smart detection. Cleaning the roller. Two-way scrubbing wash. Cleaning the pipe. Centrifugal drying. Self-cleaning completed. Starting drying. Please clean the dirty tank and reinstall it in place.
All right, we just finished our first clean. Let's look at the real world results from my house. So we're gonna pop out that dirty water tank right here, and we're gonna gently pull this filter off. Oh, look at that. So all the larger items were trapped right there on the filter, which is great. A lot of pet hair. An ant. There's actually an ant that we vacuumed up. That's awesome. He's crawling around right there. I see a sticker, some flower petals, some grass. Now we'll look further inside there. All right, nice and gentle. Oh, that's disgusting. Look at all the pet hair there, human hair, crumbs, dirt, debris up at the top. So there's the larger items. Shake some of those down in there. Again, this is just after one pass in my house. Disgusting. Grass, hair, crumbs, food, all of that. And an ant. And then let's dump out the dirty water here. That's disgusting. And we got some larger sediment draining out there too. And there's a look inside. And then you can see everything in our dish right here. Moving that out of the way, let's go ahead. Let's look at the brush roller to see how that looks after our first clean. And I did put it back on the station so it could clean itself. Let's take a look at that. I'm not seeing any stains or discoloration. Looks really clean. No buildup along the sides either. So that's nice. We'll try to look at it from the very bottom. That looks good too. And let's look at the top part of the cover right here. Just a little bit of water dripping out and a little bit of buildup here. Let me show you on my finger. Some pet hair, a couple of crumbs and dirt. right there. But that looks really nice. And the main thing here is that your brush roller is clean and ready for the next use. So how does our sexy Flexi stack up against the competition? Well, we'll take a look at some key metrics and tech specs to get a better feel for where this sits in the grand scheme of things and its overall value. So first up, we're looking at decibels. This is how loud it is. It comes in right at the average of 77 decibels on max suction mode in power. So it's not going to be any louder or even any quieter than the competition. Next, we're looking at rated power. This is measured in watts. So our unit comes in at 260 watts of rated power compared to the average of 300. So we're about 40 watts under power from your average typical wet dry vac, but that includes a ton of high-end Tyneco and even the Dyad Pro from within Roborock's lineup. So that can get skewed a little bit higher or lower depending on the samples. In our case, we're really testing a lot of the high-end wet dry vac. So this is actually probably on par or expected for this model where it stands. Next, let's talk about battery life. This is measured in minutes. We have a 40-minute runtime. That's actually 4 minutes above the average, but I'd say realistically expect anywhere around a half an hour of use. I think for most of you out there, it's not going to be a big deal. You'll just clean all your hard floors and surfaces and put it right back on the charger. I'd be shocked if you really ran out of juice before you got at least one clean and pass done throughout your house. Now, again, if you have it on max mode the whole time, well, okay, you'll see less time than 40 minutes, but I'd say well within the average and maybe even exceeding the average a little bit. Now, what's shocking is our next metric. This is battery capacity in milliamp hours. From what I could sleuth around online, it's saying that it has a 2500 milliamp hour battery capacity. I actually don't believe that. I think it's going to be higher. That could be the case, but typically for that 40-minute runtime, you'd have to have like a 4000 milliamp hour battery. So I'm not really sure here. That's not from Roborock's site directly. It's from another PR release, and we actually used some AI to see if they could tell us, and it spit out the same answer. So maybe they're pulling from the same source. I'm not really sure. But anyways, 2500 give or take. I'm thinking it's going to be a little bit higher. If it's not, that's even more impressive. You'll notice that the average wet dry vac battery is about 1200 milliamp hours more at 3700, closer to that 4000 milliamp hour mark. Moving right along to our clean water tank capacity. This is measured in milliliters. We have a 620 milliliter clean water tank. That's going to be below the average of 780, but I actually would say that this is larger than you would expect for a flexible model like this with that 180-degree cleaning capability. And looking at our dirty water tank, also measured in milliliters, this is at 400 milliliters. So again, it's going to be below average, but again, with this design, I think they did a fantastic job cramming a fairly large clean water tank and dirty water tank into this unit. Chances are you'll be able to make it through a full clean without having to refill or empty. Another metric we like to look at is edge cleaning. So how many sides, if any, on the wet dry vac are capable of cleaning along the sides. In this case, we have one side here, with the average being 1.3, so slightly greater. So we encounter some with no sides, a lot with one side, and then we have multiples with two sides as well. Dual-sided is becoming more and more common, but again, that's usually still a more premium feature, so it's great that we at least have one side. And last but definitely not least is cost. So with this particular unit compared to the competition, you will see that we're hundreds of dollars less, but we're not that far back in regards to performance. We're either at or near the averages for typical wet dry vacs, but it's not going to cost you as much. So that's always great to see. You know the value's there for a unit like this. Now, let me share with you my final thoughts. Here's what you need to know. This is true to its name. It's flexible and it's light. Those are going to be its two key features that it really excels at. And the value is there. The price to performance metric is where it should be. So that's always great to see. Nice large capacity clean and dirty water tanks given its size and flexibility. Now, with that being said, what would I want to see improved with this unit? First, I think there was a pretty big miss not giving us LED lights on this unit. Even if it had to sneak up that price just a little bit more, I think it'd be worthwhile for more users. It's always nice to be able to see in front of you with the illuminated floor to get a better feel for how dirty your floor is and how clean you have made it. Second thing is in regards to larger objects like Cheerios, it struggled more than your typical, I'd say, Time Coat wet dry vac, but again, it's hard to knock it for what it is. Very flexible, lightweight, easy to maneuver, great performance to price ratio, and overall it's very, very capable. But I'd say for a quick clean around the house, look no further. You'll appreciate that maneuverability and you'll appreciate the savings in your wallet.